Hello, hello. I just got off the phone with a gentleman that's facing the challenge of losing his job and likely looking at foreclosure, and he wanted to know what are his options. So I created a ChatGPT called Florida Foreclosure Navigator, and I put in the scenario for this gentleman, and this is what it came out with. Loan modification is your best first stop. The challenge with this one is that his reason for having a problem is he lost his $65,000 a year job and now is probably only going to be making $40,000 a year. He cannot make his payment on $40,000 a year. So loan modification is going to be an unlikely scenario because he doesn't have enough income and they know it. Reinstatement or repayment, catch up on missed payments. Incredibly, this guy is not behind, and catching up is not one of the options that makes sense for him. Refinance, he doesn't have enough equity. His credit hasn't been affected by it because he's not late on his payments. But if he could lower the payment significantly, it's a great option. Sell the property. What is the home worth today? It says the home is likely worth more than $234,000. The problem is that it cost, with realtor commissions and the fact that he paid when he bought it a lot of fees, his equity is not enough to pay all the fees to sell it. It's got benefits, avoids foreclosure, protects his credit, gives control of the timeline. Short sale if underwater. Generally, they don't do short sales unless you're behind. I could be wrong, but I don't think they do short sales on properties where you're current. Lender may pursue a deficiency judgment. All right, deed in lieu of foreclosure is a way to sign the house over to the lender and having the lender wipe out the liability. A lender might do this because if it stretched out a year or two and the house devalued and the house got beat up, the lender might actually take the deed in lieu of foreclosure. Now, this will mess up your credit, and you can't have any other loans on the property, but it's an interesting thought doing a deed in lieu. All right, let it go to foreclosure. The timeline is 6 to 12 months, sometimes longer. Now, he's not in arrears in this example. There is no lis pendens filed. There is no summary foreclosure judgment. There's no auction sale date. So going into foreclosure right now is not, in my opinion, the best option. Strategic insight, loan modification, sell the property, do a short sale. What do we need to do next? To sharpen this strategy, we want to look at the current loan status, estimate the property value. If you want, I can build a step-by-step Florida foreclosure timeline for Polk County. And then I came up with the option of renting it out. Here's a realtor in Winter Haven that does rentals. So let's start a new scenario. It says I can ask it anything. Let's ask it a question. What do you recommend? I'm not behind in this mortgage is not behind. What do you recommend? Let's see what this ChatGPT says. If you're current on the mortgage, you have maximum control now. It's no longer a distress reaction. Current payments. Does it make sense to keep the property? Check the value versus the loan. This decides everything. If you have value, sell the property. This is the option I came up with. Keep it as a rental. Sell anyway, even at break even. What I would not do not wait until to fall behind. Do not ignore the situation. Do not hope the market fixes it later. You've only owned the property in this case for 2 years, so likely the interest rate is high, and it is. It's 6.25. Hardly any principal's been paid down. If the rent is greater than the payment, become a landlord. If it's less than the payment, maybe you don't want to rent it out. Get actual value. Small but smart move. If you want a quick breakdown, now the ChatGPT is asking us if we want to get more information. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the link for this ChatGPT. Copy link. Copy link. And what I want to do is I don't want to show you the top of this. So I'm going to put this link for this custom ChatGPT. I'm going to put it into the YouTube site. Okay, this is Florida Foreclosure Navigator. And it has these conversation starters. Create a foreclosure, timeline in Broward, draft a homeowner script to request a loan modification, build a pre-foreclosure checklist. Let's do that just for fun. Not that the subject is fun, but creating solutions is. Pre-foreclosure listing agent checklist. Well, there's a lot of information there, and you're going to have the link to open this ChatGPT and use it with confidence. Nobody can see conversations. It's my ChatGPT, but I won't be able to see what's going on in it. Oh, look, it went back to the first page. Okay, well, anyway, I'm Randy Jenkins. Thanks for watching. Wish you the best. Have a great day.